Hey, welcome back to JB Breaks Free. I hope you're having a great day and breaking free from whatever's holding you back from living the life that you want to live and the life that you don't need to escape from, and breaking free from the crutches that we lean on to get us through the day. We can do it on our own. Nothing external is necessary. And that's what my definition of freedom is. I suppose it changes over time and it changes for different people. And we're all trying to break free from different things, I guess. Before I get into today's topics, which are going to be about time and money, it's going to be about what is and what is not essential, kind of based on Stoic philosophy and a couple old journal quotes that kind of hit me this morning as I was going through them. First, little Instacart update. I did 2 batches this morning. It was a double order at Tops. I made a whopping $23, but it was fine for just about an hour. I'm at $180 for the week. And I'm going to get to 200 tomorrow, and that's going to be it. That's my goal for the week. You can do it as much or as little as you want. And again, what is essential, what is not, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And also our relationship with time and money, which we're going to talk about too, is, would it be worth it for me to be out there for a couple more hours today? It remains to be seen. But so I'm at 180 for the week. I'll hit my goal of 200 tomorrow. I also did 2 product tubes though today. I made $10 on one and $15 on the other, so I'm at $25 for that. I mowed a lawn earlier in the week and made $30 for that, so I'll be at $250 range, and not even counting flipping items or receipt apps. So that's all fun. That all adds up over the course of the month, hopefully to get me over 1K in side hustles, and that's my hobby, and that's what I like to do, and that's setting me up for freedom in the future, I suppose. And it's also making my present filled with purpose and less stress-free, less anxiety. I like to feel productive. I like to feel like I'm working towards my goals, my purpose, my passion. And all of that involves freedom, personal freedom. And one of the things I did want to talk about, though, today, too, is, and I guess it doesn't really pertain to the topics at hand, but this is the 5th anniversary of my friend's passing. I've referenced it a couple times in my previous videos. 5 years already. Right around this time of year is kind of special for me too. My kids were born on the 1st. Our anniversary is on the 8th. So this kind of falls smack dab right in the middle. I remember right after the girl's birthday, he came over in the week and brought them some presents. And, he was always really involved with their lives up till then when they were about 4, and they still have some of those gifts. And I miss them every day. And I don't know, I thought I was going to talk more about it, but I guess not. But he was a good friend. I was going to be the best man in his wedding. I gave one of the eulogies at his funeral, and I still think about him daily, and his presence is still felt, and we talk about him a lot, all the good times with our friends. So I miss him today. But as we go on, I do want to talk about the relationship between time and money and how it differs over time. So when you're younger, you have, a young adult starting to make money. You have all the time in the world, right? You think, and you're invincible. And as you get older, you start to value, I think at least for some people, most people, you start to value your time more than money because your time is a finite source. And so where does that section occur? Where this is the graph, you value time, and then your time starts to go down, or your money starts to go down, and then you value your time, and your time starts to go up, and it crosses. At what point in your life does that cross? Does it cross at retirement? Does it cross when you're 30, when you're 70? I think perhaps it crossed for me when I found my purpose and my passion, and even realized that any of this was possible, because it's not really taught in schools. It certainly wasn't taught to me. And so now I value my time more than my money. My money value is down, my time value is up, and control over my time. And that kind of leads into a question of when a viewer asked, Sam asked, when do you think I will leave the restaurants? And I guess I don't know. It could be, I feel like I'm preparing myself for the day that it closes or my boss retires or the day I'd say I've just had enough, whether that's physically or mentally. I just want to be in the right shape. I do think I could stop it today if I wanted to. I think we would be okay. And that's why I work so hard to cut out all the debt and to become a minimalist person and not prioritize stuff over money and time. And so I'm setting myself up to be ready for that day. And that kind of leads into what is essential and what is not essential by Marcus Aurelius in Meditations. And he says, most of what we say and do is not essential. If you can eliminate it, you will have more time and you'll have more peace. Ask yourself at this moment and every moment, is this necessary? And how much or how little we work, what is necessary to you? Where do you live? If you're struggling right now with your finances, getting your house under control, your housing payments is one of the three big things: housing, transportation, and food. We've attacked those pretty good. We somehow managed to pay off the mortgage. We have our cars paid off, and food we do spend a little bit too much on and eat a little bit too bad on. And that is probably the main thing that I need to break free from right now, for money and for health. And that's still the journey that I'm on. The political parties that you support and associate yourself with, how much is necessary that you do that? Personally, I check right out, for better or worse. I vaguely know what's going on. I don't know much about the political aspects of day-to-day life. I really don't. I see the gas coming down, and that's good. I'd like the stock market to go back up. The other day I felt a little awkward. I didn't know the name of the hurricane that was devastating Florida. I've seen the pictures, and it's heart-wrenching and gut-wrenching, but I didn't even know the name of the hurricane. The news is just not part of my life, for better or worse. What you spend your money on, is that necessary or is that not necessary? I bet you a lot of it is going to be unnecessarily. My friend, I think one of my other friends, Brian, he just started discovering minimalism. He sold his house to get a smaller house out in a little bit of country land, selling his 6 pairs of sneakers and 12 hats. And you come to a point where that stuff doesn't make you happy. I wish it did, but it doesn't. The food you eat, is this necessary? I like the phrase utilitarianism. Kind of the same thing with a vehicle. You don't need the flashy vehicle, just A to B, and have it paid off and something that you can afford. And the food that you need to eat, I want to start eating to live, not necessarily eating for pleasure all the time. Yes, we can do it some of the time. Moderation is key in everything, and balance is key. But, there's a lot of room to improve there. The stuff in your closet, the stuff in your junk drawers, it feels good to let it go. It's going to free you up. It's going to give you more peace. It's going to give you more time. And I like this one, the thoughts in your head, are they necessary? It takes a little practice to even be aware of the thoughts in your head and the possibility that they might not be necessarily and might not even be true. That thought loop, that's not necessarily you, and that's not necessarily what's going to happen. Is this essential? Why am I doing this? And what would happen if I change? You want to get to a place where you're doing only what you want to do and you're doing it the right way. And when you say no to things, you're saying yes to other things. And when you say yes to some things, you're saying no to other things. And, saying no to some things could mean less time commuting, could mean less meetings, could mean less income, could mean less errands, but it also could mean more time with your family, more time appreciating the things and people that do matter. And more time, I think, is a good thing. So ask yourself, is this necessary? And ruthlessly cut out what is not. It's a process. I'm still on that journey. As with all this stuff, I'm not a guru. I'm not a monk. I'm not some flipping genius who can flip items whenever he wants to. I consider it a lot of luck and a lot of hard work. And as far as the mental aspect of it, I'm learning. This is a journey. And you can kind of see where I was thinking on these journal entries right here of where I just started to learn this stuff and start putting these thoughts inside of my head. And May 17th, 2019, I need to take action in capital letters. I don't want to be in a learning phase all the time. I need a good disciplined night at work with food and cigarettes. I got some nice items to flip this morning. I want to flip this mortgage down, meaning every dollar I got from flipping, I put right to the mortgage, which did succeed. Continue, my feet are burning in pain. My back is shot. I'm going to need surgery. Perhaps when I'm healthy, I can work harder at my side hustles. Learning to let go of my desires. If you are free from desire and attachment, then you are free. Learning to have no fear of people, things, or death. Nothing external can upset me. I will be fine. I'm pretty proud of that entry. Almost 4 years ago now, I was heading in the right direction. The next one says, got to get better at doing my stuff on Saturdays. I don't know what that means. Love how big and smart and pretty the girls are getting. My feet burn, but I love to hold hands and walk with them. I love learning about side hustles. My next goal is to pay off this mortgage. I hope I can teach the girls this financial independent stuff. And the last one I'll read today is, got off my medicine. Felt a bit more angry than usual. Upset with the past and things I can't control. I can only control now and try to make the future better. Listen to my conscience. Girls are so happy when we both pick them up from school. A 10-year-old was behind us and said how fast it went from kindergarten. I know it will fly by, but I plan on enjoying every minute. I can't lose this time. I've already given too much of my time to others over worry. And that's pretty crazy. I did not read that one ahead of time. I can't lose this time. I've already given too much of my time to others over worry. Don't give like Seneca says, you wouldn't want somebody to yank your body away. You'd be upset, but you let your mind, your thoughts go. You let other people take that. No, keep keep present, be aware of that. And yes, time is going to fly. And time has flown since that day, but I am peaceful and happy knowing that I gave my all to enjoy every moment with them and to progress as a better person and a better dad and to teach them about life. So that was always my goal with them. I did not want to lose any time. I wanted to appreciate every moment because, man, it flies and it's still flying and time flies when you're having fun. And it sure is right now. And I wish you guys the best day ever. And I can't wait to talk to you on the next video. Break free.